Jose, go.
Wherever in this world I roam, I carry memories of home.
Get up. Huh?
Time to go.
Durin. Any more clues for us? We're all set for the next chapter.
Yeah, I was just about to come find you. Let's see what it says.
Now sprout to life the story's seeds, stirred by wind-born melodies. Then on that breeze the music leaves, fading into distant memories. Seek the place where wind and tale entwine, and once there, make 3 riddles into verse, and 3 melodies into song. For in poetry and song will this story start to blossom.
Come on! Another riddle? All that talk about wind and melodies? What do you think the answer could be?
Wind, melodies, and Mondstadt. All that thinking. Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Oh!
Care to elaborate?
Wind, music, poetry. Tone-deaf bards gotta know the answer.
You mean Lord Barbados?
You know, too. Of course we do.
Albedo introduced us when I first arrived in Mondstadt. I mean, someone like me was bound to catch his eye sooner or later.
It's better that it's out in the open anyway. Now, how should we track him down?
I'm pretty sure he's already caught wind of what's going on here. Why don't we just see where the wind takes us?
Right. He definitely makes it easy to forget he's a real god sometimes.
Where will the 20 be?
Follow the wind.
We're trying to.
Can you hear that? It's the whispers of the wind.
Have you seen Venti around? Excuse me, Mr. Kitty, have you seen Venti around? I don't think they've seen Venti. Maybe he's at the top of the statue. Maybe. No? Okay, maybe not.
Time to go.
He's not up here. Could he be an angel shell, maybe? Oh, I almost got it. Fighting Venti is harder than it looks. I need a long run in circles.
This scenery is wonderful. Surely enough to convince anyone to become a wanderer. What a nice guy. Oh, it's getting annoying. Time to go.
There he is. What are you doing standing on this ledge? Don't do it, Vinny.
Traveler, Paimon! What a sight for sore eyes. Ah, and the little dragon from the fairy tale world. I heard your voices calling out to me on the wind. Something about needing help with a riddle?
Sorry to disturb you, Lord Barbados.
Ha! Disturb me? Not at all! To tell you the truth, I'm just... Let me take a look. What is it? Did you figure out the answer? 3 riddles and 3 melodies. That sure takes me back. The answer you seek lies hidden in memory. Looks like running to Tone Deaf Bard was the right call after all. Long ago, those mages came to Mondstadt, seeking to test their strength against mine. But I replied, let us make music, not war, and resolve our conflicts through song. So I strummed my lyre and sang them this verse. Oh wind, welcome now, my guests. Pass through verdant leaves unseen, where shape your formless self may take, and offer up a graceful scene, a fleeting gift for welcome's sake. Leap at the edge of a sea of clouds, where land meets sky and sky meets ground. There frighten off the noisy crowds and bring my guests a calm profound. Fly beneath the stars up high, where mortal noise is swept aside, that my dear guests with starry eyes may share the dreams they hold inside. Now go to where I vowed to keep a quiet spot for them to sleep. No clash, no contest bars the way, just tea and mirth to fill the day. There you have it, the 3 melodies. As for the answers to those 3 riddles, I trust you can guess them by now.
The woods, the edge of a cliff, and the sky?
Correct! Funnily enough, your mother was also the first to solve it, all that time ago. There must be some kind of special rapport between those who write stories and those who sing them.
The woods, a cliff, and the sky. Oh! So that's where it is!
I suppose the spot that answer points to is where you're headed next. You should know, after solving my riddle, the mages even accepted my proposal and made that location their official meeting spot. And going by what your book is suggesting, once you found it, you might want to try playing the melody I just shared with you.
Guess you can be pretty reliable when it counts, huh? Great animal Archon?
Thanks for the help, Lord Barbados.
Still got questions for me, huh?
Yeah, you must have read countless tales in your time, being a wandering bard and all. In your experience, why might an author consider a story unfinished?
Unfinished? Well, I guess if there's something left to accomplish in the story, or, oh! If the last line goes, "To be continued."
Huh?
Wow, your helpfulness lasted for like 1 second.
In all seriousness, I would think the answer to that question lies in your mother's story itself. It's not my place to pry any further.
All right then, we should get going.
I wonder when their next meeting will be.
Who's next meeting? Yes, some mages, maybe? I'm going to... Yeah. Yeah, I guess.
Time to go.
Oh, they're way up there.
Okay, we're here! Now, we just need to play the 3 melodies, and we should be able to gather the memories for the next chapter, right?
A musical performance? Out of all the things Miss Lisa has taught me, that's the one I'm worst at.
No.
Even a war that shook the world could not halt the witches' gatherings. Yet even so, with the passing of time, 3 of their teacups no longer came to be set. The witches did not linger long in sorrow, for the Story Witch had brought glad tidings of her own. Born was her dragon child, safe and sound. Her fellow witches offered up their blessings, eagerly debating how to celebrate the child's birth. In the end, they settled on the sweetest candy they could find. After sweeter than the arrival of new life. And so, the witches' gathering turned into a birthday celebration.
We're back in the story world, huh?
As if from nowhere, new guests appeared at the witches' table. Perhaps they too had come to celebrate the dragon child's birthday. Yet while everyone else was busy thinking about what kind of gift to offer, these 3 seemed to have come empty-handed. Hardly the recipe for a warm welcome to a birthday party, now is it?
A gift?
Hey! What's this all about? We only just found out this was a party!
While the guests voiced their complaints and grievances, perhaps they should have been wondering what kind of gift to give instead.
So, we need to bring a gift to advance the story? Where are we supposed to get something like that?
Perhaps it would be a good idea to have a look around.
Why didn't you just say so?
The witches went on chatting away, ignoring the empty-handed guests.
Hey, is that the other Durin? Hey, Mini Durin! Nope, no reaction. Seriously, did he doze off at his own birthday party?
Brought to life by the witch's magic ink, the dragon child played with animated glee each time the tip of her pen danced across the page. Yet she could not spend all her time writing. For the upcoming witches' gathering, she had no choice but to set down her pen. But before doing so, she wrote one last line. So did the child drift off into blissful slumber.
Huh, that's a bit convenient.
Strange. I don't remember ever being at any of the mages' gatherings. When exactly was this birthday party supposed to have happened?
No wonder you don't remember. From the looks of it, you were probably fast asleep at the time.
Cute. Alright.
Hey, could we use these as gifts, maybe?
At last, the guests found something to give the dragon child.
Guess that's a yes then. Which one should we go for?
Still, the guests wondered, what kind of gift might the little dragon really want? Should they put a warrior's sword in his hand and send him out on an unstoppable quest to save the world? Or perhaps a wandering hero's slingshot and the promise of a life of endless, uncharted adventure. Or maybe even a scholar's tome and the chance to take on all the world's unsolved mysteries.
Okay. Wow. That's a lot of pressure all of a sudden. Oh yeah! Technically, we're actually picking a gift for you. So, which one would you prefer?
You want me to choose? Wow, this feels kinda special.
How come?
For as long as I can remember, I've spent most of my time living in the stories my mother created. I always thought my mother had everything written out for me already, just like the toy figures in Constellation Metropole. What I wanted to do with my own future. Huh. That's something I've never really thought about. What did I want back then? Ah. This is the first time I've ever asked myself that question.
Sounds like this is the perfect opportunity to answer it then. It's been a while since you left Simulanka, and after everything that's happened, it might be about time to start thinking about your future.
Then let me give it some thought.
We should go with this one.
In the end, the guests settled on the Wandering Hero's slingshot.
A wandering hero. So, you're an explorer, just like us.
I guess you inspired me. During our journey from Mondstadt to Notcry, we passed through many places and encountered all sorts of different people. But despite the immense distances between them, there was always one topic that kept cropping up. Your accomplishments.
Well,
Come to think of it, isn't a wandering hero basically the same thing as an adventurer? I've always thought of adventurers as people who chase after stories, and in doing so, they also leave behind many of their own. I'd like to become someone like that too.
Alright. Good job, guys.
alright. They should let us in now that we've got a gift, right?
Hello there. Brought a gift this time?
The newly arrived guest presented his gift, wishing the little dragon a future as a wandering hero, free and unburdened. Accepting the guest's blessing, the Story Witch invited him and his friends to take their place around the table. Finally, she could introduce them all to her dragon child, telling all in attendance about the moment of his hatching, and of course, the name he'd been given. It was then that the Seer Witch, diviner of the stars, withdrew her gaze from the heavens and turned a sorrowful glance upon the little dragon.
You gave him the same name as that evil dragon?
That's right. But the life I intend for him shall be very different.
What folly, to love so blindly. For as you must know, a name is the mirror of destiny itself. He who bears an evil dragon's name must also inherit the fate of its previous owner. His fate has been foretold.
Then I'll rewrite it. The witches at the table fell silent, for they knew the Seer Witch's words had never once proven wrong. Yet, just as clearly, they recognized the Story Witch's resolve, for there is scarce a force in this world more fearsome than a mother's love. At last, the Merry Witch stepped forward, dispelling the uneasy silence.
So be it. Then we'll all lend a hand. Together, we shall rewrite this child's fate.
You mean to defy one of the fundamental rules of this world?
I refuse to be shackled by such rules. Besides, this is a witches' gathering, is it not? What could be more fitting a subject for this occasion than to defy them?
Oh? Sounds like an interesting experiment.
I suppose, were we to succeed in this endeavor, we might bring a touch of wonder to this otherwise dreary sky of stars.
The Merry Witch finally talked them all round, just like she had done many times before. Warm and strong as the sun she was. So much so, in fact, that those who her light shined down upon had no choice but to bask in it. And so the witches readied their gifts, 3 marvels of the cosmos.
For this child, I shall decipher the ravings of the heavens and lay bare before him the trickery of fate.
For this child, I shall leave a formula powerful enough to unravel the very origins of this world, that he may seek another solution for the conundrum of his life.
For this child, I shall call upon wondrous magic to make possible his impossible wish.
All the Story Witch had was the pen in her hand, yet with the love that flowed from it, she resolved to bring forth a marvel of her own. For this child, I shall leave behind the last story I will ever write, and with it, a path to an ending yet untold. With the witch's blessings given and received, the little dragon's fate at last began to turn. In the midst of the dragon child's birthday celebration, the seer witch proclaimed her prophecy. The child had been given the evil dragon's name, and with it, the burden of its fate. But hearing this, the story witch vowed to rewrite it all, for such was her love and resolve. And so the other witches offered their gifts in turn, marvels as rare as any in the cosmos. Together, they sought to test one of the fundamental laws of this world, in part to support a mother's love, and in part to sate their own curiosity. Oh, and I almost forgot. Our new guests came bearing blessings of their own. Who knows? Perhaps this extra spark of life might be all the little dragon needs to change his fate.
Looks like we've completed this chapter, too. Those witches in the story were the mages of the Hexenzirkel, right? They sure seem to care a lot about you, Durin. But, Paimon kinda had trouble following their conversation. Just a bunch of mystery, as usual.
The evil dragon's fate.
Oh! Is that what you're worried about? But didn't we already take care of that?
Ah, the mages must have had a hand in that, too. Also, I was just thinking, which part of the story are we even meant to be completing?
Oh, it feels less like we're filling in the gaps and more like we're adding something new altogether. But we use the ink, right? And the book hasn't given us any more clues, so that must mean our task is complete. At least for now.
Yeah, I guess we're doing something right. Maybe I'm overthinking things. It's just, this is my mother's final wish, so I don't want to mess it up. Anyway, thanks for all your help. I'll let you know as soon as the book reveals a hint about the next chapter.
Okay then, see you in the next chapter.
What else you gotta say, Dylan?
I think I'm gonna stick around, take my time reading through this book. If you feel like jumping back into the story, just come find me.
Compared to the storms I've encountered out at sea, this is really quite...
Alright, let's see here.
Clear weather all around brightens the heart. Time to go.
No, I'm giving you wheat. I hope I have enough. Yeah, I have plenty.
The Dawn
Yep.
Winery's wines are old.
Let's go to the next one. Let's see, where did he go? There he is. Yes, we do. We can move along the way. Oh.
The sun is setting in his sky. Time for him to say goodbye.
There are leaves around, and I know just the tune to accompany them, if you wish to hear it.
Okay, we got one more to go to. I have so many quests to do. Crazy. This is what I'm not sure if I have it or not. Oh. Maybe. We'll see. Oh yeah, I have plenty of raw meat. Wow. Let's see. Scrollfish. I need to do a... Yeah, how have I not done this trial yet before? Let's fix that then.
Brace yourselves. Think you can get away?
This is interesting. Oh, you can have Dylan too. I wonder if Dylan will become a standard character. That'd be nice. Look at him go.
Element for the end.
That was easy. What's Hazel doing now?
Into the wind.
Bedouiskaya. That's interesting.
How the food in Pyramida tastes.
Let me around here, something alright? Me up top?
Wind strider.
Fragrant and sweet.
Where's Hazel? On here? Excuse me. Yes.
And in summary, that's the commission we're here for. How's that sound to you, Yehoda?
All the same to me. You should ask yourself one question, though. You want to catch someone and not cry? How many lives are you prepared to lose for it?
Well, I once read a story. It told me that if I find a deer with divinity, I could use its antlers to take my place for one death. And what do you know? Deer happens to be one of the Inazuman characters in my name. And I've got my own life to spare. That makes two. Traveler, what a coincidence. What are you doing in Nodcry? Another stop on your journey, perhaps?
What are you doing, Nodcry?
Sharp. I'm here in pursuit of a fugitive who fled Inazuma. He's racked up a real rap sheet, and he's always trying to flee further and further abroad. A few months ago, we received intel that he was hiding out in Nodcry and had joined a band of bandits. He soon returned to his usual MO. That is to say, robbing homes and raiding caravans. I think they called themselves the Seahook Gang or something? Word is they're quite a big deal in Nodcry, and have taken in a fair share of exiled criminals from across Tevat. After that, I knocked on the doors of the Curatorium of Secrets, Mora in hand, and asked the boss to get me someone who could point me in the direction of this Sea Hook gang. That's right. Judging by your expression, I'm guessing you're acquainted. I can tell. My intuition tells me that if Yehoda became a thief, even I'd never be able to catch her.
You can cut the chatter. Boss Neff gave me the job, so it's only natural I'd be good at it. But the Sea Hook gang you're looking for isn't the original Sea Hook crew. The original gang's long since disbanded. The people calling themselves that now are just riding on the name and scamming folks left and right. Yeah, I guess I do, huh?
Interesting. This is news to me. Would you mind telling me more about this new gang of imposters, Yehoda?
What's there to tell? New or old, fake or real, the Sea Hook gang are bandits. A bunch of scoundrels who banded together from Mora, then fell out over it. Their old leader wound up thrown overboard as fish food, while the underlings fought among themselves for the scraps. Some died, and others continued their wanderings. The long and short of it is that the old Sea Hook gang are dead, gone, or both.
Wait. Doesn't that mean some of the suspects within could have started going around committing crimes again?
When a house goes poof, the snakes and rats nestled within find other walls to burrow into. That's just how it is. Nobody wants to die out in the wilderness.
But for all the vermin out there, it's also the perfect time to find a good place to settle down, and maybe get a good roommate along the way. If I were a rat, escaping the snake would mean freedom from being hunted down and eaten. When you think about it, that's a good thing. In any case, you've been most helpful, Yehoda. Thank you for the intel. It seems the Mora spent on your services was well worth it. It's honestly a real load-off to know that these people are just imposters using the Sea Hook gang's name. I'd have had to admit I was in over my head flying solo against the real gang, with its international cohort of goons and all.
Well, wait. You think you can take them on as they are now, all by yourself?
Yeah, more or less. After all, I'm only looking for our Inazuman fugitive. I'm not here to bring the whole gang to justice.
That's a bold statement, but whatever. I'll help you track the imposters down. What happens after, that's got nothing to do with me.
Your kindness is appreciated, but this time I'd rather this be a solo outing. Now, I suppose that's that. I'll leave locating them to you, Yehoda. As for me, I'll get to thinking of how I can haul this scoundrel back to Inazuma and have him confess his crimes.
Hey there. Looking for a drink or two? Or perhaps a room for the night?
Something that'd get even the toughest gangster to spill his secrets most eagerly.
Okay. You're weirding me out.
Alright.
Taking a stroll in the middle of a downpour certainly rouses. But it's best to dry your clothes as soon as possible after the rain stops. Taking a stroll in the middle of a downpour certainly rouses the spirit. But it's best to dry your clothes as soon as possible after the rain stops.
Another test assault!
One with nature!
Gather! I got careless. Have a little taste!
Now you shall perish!
Pick the wrong test subject.
There is no escape! Illusion shattered!
Into the wind!
Now it's your turn.
Time to go. Follow the wind.
I will have order.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night! One with nature.
Thank you for completing today's commissions. Here is your reward. Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild.
scenery is wonderful. Surely enough to convince anyone to become a wanderer.
I think I'm gonna head out right now. Thank you for everyone that was still joined. Hopefully we can get 3 more days this week. Let's see how my schedule goes. Seems like it takes about an hour to do.
There are leaves around.
I think it's possible. But
Just the...
I'm gonna head out now. Have a good day, everyone.